Hey, everybody. Chris here from the National Racing Network, and we have a look at the record breaking month of May thus far at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and what records could fall at this 106th running of the greatest spectacle in racing. Before we get started, though, make sure you give us the thumbs up, subscribe if you like our stuff, ring the bell so you know when we post more content like this, and so you don't miss any of our other live content. 2022 has already been a record breaking year at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Scott Dixon set the fastest time ever by a pole sitter, breaking the record held since 1996 by the late Scott Brayton. Dixon wasn't the only record breaker on the front row, however, with Alex Palou and Rinus VK's times making this the fastest front row in the 106 runnings of the great race. In fact, the entire field is the fastest ever, barely nipping last year's field for the honor. Dixon joined another club on Sunday, being a record tying 12th time a driver has won the pole in back to back years. With the trend of record breaking already in full force, what other records could we see fall this coming Sunday? The most obvious would be an entry to a club that doesn't even exist yet. Elio Castro Neves has the chance to pass the Mount Rushmore of Indy 500 champions, AJ Foyt, Al Unser, and Rick Mears, to become the first five-time winner of the greatest spectacle in racing. Can Elio pull it off from about mid-pack? Give us your thoughts down there in the comments. Several drivers have the potential to become the youngest winner, with Colton Herta being only a few weeks younger than Troy Ruttman, the 1952 champion. Christian Lundgaard, David Malukas, and front row starter Rinus VK also could claim the mantle of youngest winner. Last year's 500 set the record for the fastest 500 ever run, clocking in as the first race to run over 190 miles per hour on the average. A nearly caution-free race would likely see the first race ever to average over 200 miles per hour. With all the attention on the speed of Scott Dixon on pole day, there's actually another record that could be within the Kiwis' reach. With 74 laps led, Dixon would pass Al Unser for the most all-time laps led at the Speedway. Currently, Dixon is third on the all-time list with 570 laps led, compared to Ralph De Palma's 612 and Unser's 644. Since the turn of the century, 3 of the top 5 closest finishes in 500 history have occurred, including Ryan Hunter-Reay's victory over Castro Neves in 2014, Sam Hornish's incredible last lap pass on Marco Andretti in 2006, and Juan Pablo Montoya's second 500 win over Will Power in 2015. But the closest remains the 1992 Classic between Al Unser Jr. and Scott Goodyear at just 43 thousandths of a second. If Montoya manages to secure his third win this year, it will break the record for longest gap between the first and last wins for a driver, which Montoya already holds, while a runner-up finish for either Dixon or Castro Neves would break the tie atop the list of most second-place finishes by a driver. Ray Haroon and Louis Meyer, 2 of the earliest stars of the great race, hold the honor of the lowest starting position of a race winner after rolling off in the 28th position. If Montoya can get that third win, it would come from the 30th position and set a new mark. Looking at some of the statistical oddities, Ed Carpenter and Connor Daly could absolutely blow the roof off the place if they become the first native Hoosier to win since Wilbur Shaw in 1940. Carpenter would be a little bit of an asterisk there, though. He was actually born in Illinois, moved to Indiana at a very young age, and has basically not left the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Even without a win in 80 years, Indiana still holds the mark for the state with the most wins, as they're currently tied with California at 7 wins apiece. Looking ahead past the 500, no race winner has been the NTT IndyCar Series champion since Dario Franchitti in 2010. With double points on order for this race, could we see someone a little bit deeper in the top 10 use glory at the Brickyard as a springboard to a championship? Only time will tell, but let us know in the comments what your prediction is for who will drink the milk after a Sunday drive in Indiana. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a like and a share. Don't forget to check out our Pizza at the Pagoda podcast, covering all things IndyCar and the road to Indy. You can find that one on your favorite podcasting platform. Don't forget about the High Side Hustle either. They are talking everything dirt racing. And as always, you can find our iRacing content on YouTube and Twitch. Just give it a search for National Racing Network. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We appreciate you checking it out, and we'll see you in the next video.